this Warriors loss tonight was an absolute disaster in the end, and a game that the Warriors should have had, but in heartbreaking fashion, the Warriors fall to the Utah Jazz by a final score of 124 to 123. Taking you through those final moments of the game, just what a collapse by the Warriors. I mean, all they had to do was inbound the ball and not turn it over and let the Jazz score, and they did just that. So, yeah, with about 7 seconds remaining in the game, the Warriors up by a point. Ty Jerome is inbounding the ball to Jordan Poole, who is covered pretty heavily defensively by the Jazz, and almost immediately after he catches the ball, it's snatched away by Jazz defenders. They have the break opportunity, and they put it through with a second left. The Warriors have no timeouts and can't capitalize. And so, yeah, I mean, this game kind of ended with the free throw kind of square off with the Warriors getting free throws, and there was some chirping going on and technical fouls. And so the Warriors should have won this game given that, but they didn't take care of the ball and had too many turnovers in the end. I mean, you look at this game, the Warriors actually had less turnovers than the Jazz, but it was when it mattered when the Warriors turned over the ball. Klay Thompson also had a turnover, and he did make up for it, like blocking the shot on the other end, but he still turned the ball over when the Warriors could have run the clock out more. So there was just little minuscule details that added up and became big problems. The Warriors were shorthanded in this game too. No Steph Curry in this game, as well as no Andrew Wiggins and no Draymond Green. So sort of, the big three of our team weren't there, and so the Warriors had a very kind of strange starting lineup of Klay Thompson, JaMychal Green, Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole, and Ty Jerome. Jonathan Kuminga was off the bench and arguably was, the biggest standout in this game for the Warriors, scoring 24 points in just 30 minutes. I mean, he actually had the third most minutes on the team, but, he came off the bench, and so he really made a statement. He also dished out some assists and got some rebounds, but 24 off the bench from Kuminga really impressed me. And I don't know, I just think it would have been probably smarter to start Kuminga over JaMychal Green, but it's kind of besides the point. The Warriors played pretty good throughout this game. They had a pretty good first two quarters. The real collapse came in the third quarter when they let Utah come back, and the Jazz eventually, rallied back in the fourth despite being outscored in that quarter. For the Jazz, their leading scorer was Jordan Clarkson, who had 22 points. They also had a pretty good game from Colin Sexton, who had 17 points. Malik Beasley at 18, and I'll also add Lauri Markkanen did not play in this game too, and he's been one of their better players. So, the Warriors were shorthanded, and the Jazz were missing Markkanen. But yeah, I don't know what happened at the end there. I mean, the Warriors clearly looked super defeated, even before the game had ended. It just seemed like a really, horrible collapse, and it was just crazy. To think that the Warriors could have won this game by simply inbounding the ball and holding it for, more or less 7 seconds, and they would have won the game. And it's just it's the road thing. I don't know. The Warriors just on the road do not play very good, and I don't know what it is. It's really, really weird. And the Warriors could have won their 14th game of the year. Instead, they moved back to a 500 record of 13-13. The Jazz are 15-12. They're having an okay season, obviously. I feel like a lot of their wins come like this, where, the opposing team should win, and, they don't. And so, yeah, it's unfortunate when you have a really good game from Jordan Poole, especially. He had 36 points. I mean, he was incredible, hitting many shots and doing a great job with the assists as well. And Jordan Poole's great moment is kind of, pushed down a little bit. And I think, too, it was a good opportunity for him to shine without coming off the bench and kind of being in the shadow a little bit of Curry getting a lot of minutes. And so that's disappointing too. But yeah, the Warriors 10th in the West right now, not very good. It's a weird, championship hangover thing, and they're really not playing good on the road. So that's going to do it, guys. 124-123, heartbreaking, collapsing loss for the Warriors. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, go Warriors.